there, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Saints going up against the Falcons. So for the call of this week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A gain of 3, second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that takes us from second to third down. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Surveying the field. Steps away. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, here's Ryan. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Julio Jones high in the air to bring it in. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Breeze on third down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
This is taken at about the 14. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On second down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And cuts out right sideline. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down. Second and goal from the 7. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Watkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Kyle Brinza on now for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Ryan on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're running. Ingram. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Breeze to throw on second down. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll look to run with Ingram. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the eye. And again, it's Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third down and 3. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Sanu. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots in the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And his throw is incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Ingram again. Room here to run. Ingram churning. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity, right? Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Falcons.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Here's Murray for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Watkins alone on the left side. On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Third down and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Right side caught by Jackson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Another pistol look here. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. What you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze to throw on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out here in the eye. They turn to Kuhn on third and short. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta Ryan now coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So an extra defensive back on the field. They need a stop here on third and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. That's caught at the 1. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Costly mistake for the offense. They now face 17 yards to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. So out come the Falcons now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.